I'm at the reveal of putting it in the koozie. Reveal that. Revelation. Talk about it. There's a book about that. Like,
well, cheers and welcome to the 4th of July edition of From Behind the Barcast, the podcast for bartending, service industry, drinking in general, and food.
freedom!
And freedom, bitch!
It would have been food, but fuck you, choose.
Oh, man.
Crap. We're supposed to say F in the first.
We'll bleep them out so that we can get more YouTube views. Welcome. It is, by the time you're hearing this, it's at least July the 4th.
It's at least July the 4th.
I'm Paxton Eugene. We have Clint, the mayonnaise marauder Moses over there. And in the saddle, Sunset Kelly on the ones and twos. And for this most auspicious occasion, what are we drinking? Oh, my.
Oh, the thing.
I forgot how many seltzers I opened this
drinking
weekend. Budweiser.
Well, we can save that for the other.
Koozie up.
That does taste like.
Oh, you know what's crazy? I have a Tito's koozie.
Yeah. I went to Tabasco, so I'm going to fulfill the whole red on red on red on red on red on red I got going over here. And
look what I have. A mini bottle of Tito's. Made in America, you dumb son bitch.
we're gonna kick things off. God,
I mean, if we're going to do it, let's do it.
I can't get it open.
You think they colonized the Americas by waiting?
Nope. Cheers.
We could hear that one.
Real clink.
Okay.
Tito's the only vodka that sounds like tequila.
It was a little. It got me. I used to be. You know what? This is the first time I've had vodka in like 2 or 3 weeks.
I haven't done a shot of. I mean, I do bourbon and water.
It's completely distracted. Oh, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you to our
All right,
Patreon
sorry, I got to get my head together there for a second.
For our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, thank you to the Patreon subscribers. Thank you for following us on Instagram. If you do, if you don't, it's From Behind the Barcast on Instagram. Also, you can hit that subscribe button on YouTube From Behind the Barcast. It really helps us out. We would love if you did it and you get to see our videos.
Yeah.
So it is the 4th of July.
It is.
And, you know, we live in America. There's a lot of reasons that we could bitch about something or, you know, be happy about something. But I can tell you one thing about America that we can be happy about, at least from my perspective. That
Traffic cones.
Yeah. That happened this weekend here on Tybee Island. I worked Saturday and Sunday, and we weren't as busy as I expected because they put cones up, you know, directed traffic like it was going to be like a huge weekend. Whatever. Don't care. I was glad that we were moderately busy.
Yeah. Just, you know, busy enough.
And not once. I had probably 30 different people ordering Bud Lights. And not once, America, did I hear someone go, Bud Light, was that the queer beer? Why are you drinking that stuff?
Well, shout out to my friend Larry who did that last night. What's that girl drinking Bud Light for? Go over there and tell her we don't do that here, Clint. And I was like, I don't know if you're kidding or not, but I'm not a part of this situation. Also, you're DJing right now. Mind your own business.
What was he DJing? Kid Rock?
I love Larry to death, but for someone who's playing records, he is talking so loud over at other people, like, not like he's like a quick quip. He's like telling like a story of his birth. And I'm like, dude, you're so loud, I can hear you in the bathroom over the music.
Oh, God. Yeah, so.
Not through the microphone, just yelling over it.
So another thing, all right, so here's a reason not to be proud about America, or just the citizens therein. So good friend of ours, friend of the show, patron, Maddie Pierce, she works for the fire department, EMT, lifeguard, all that stuff. You know, it's all kind of one thing. And over this weekend, they had more prank calls to the 911 about house fires, domestic incidents, and need of EMT for injuries. And they would show up to these places and no one would be there.
That is not cool.
Bro, it was like a rash of prank calls. So I was thinking, I was like, okay.
But the thing is, don't they get your number when you
Here's the thing, when you call on a cell phone, if you hang up right after.
It takes them a second to get it. Got to keep them on the line.
So, well, that's the thing. They were just like, well, all right, if they go, hey, there's a fire at 4 so-and-so, click. They have to go. It's just, it's incumbent on them. So
just wasting people's time.
And possibly someone else is actually having an actual fire. Yeah. So I was like, all right, are these, 10 and under, no way they have that concept of like effing up other people. When you're like, you know, hey, is Amanda there? Last name Hug and Kiss? Yeah. Whatever. dumb little shit.
Help me,
like that.
I've got a hole in my ass.
Yeah, yeah.
I did that one.
His name's his last name's Hunt. First name Mike. You know, whatever. But these, so I was like, okay, would it be teenagers who have the wherewithal to be like, oh, we're just going to be anarchic,
Yeah.
or are these dumb?
Kelly and I just went like this at the same time. We were like, we both looked up to the heavens.
We were looking to the Google in the sky.
Yeah.
Is anarchic a word? Hey, the way I used it, it made
I know
sense.
what the anarchic is. Is it cold there?
Yeah, imagine that. Remember our prank calls? You know,
Yeah.
it might be
prank
sending a
call.
pizza to the wrong place.
Yeah. But like, not just don't take away from the people that are like, and it's also it's hot as shit here. I'm sure you all experiencing it. It's hot everywhere, but good God, it went from 0 to 120 fast.
Yeah.
And so like, it's hot. People are working hard. Don't waste their time.
And especially down here, because the traffic cone situation, if you're not familiar, all they do, there's 4 lanes typically on most
From
of
one
the
end
island.
down to the other, pretty much on the main strip.
So they just cut 2 of them off. They cut the middles off so that police and EMS and all that can
Yeah.
ride down the middle of it. And it's already chaos, even on a non-busy weekend. So then you have ambulances and fire trucks and polices running through there going to these fake calls. Hey, man, have your fun, man. Just light off fireworks when you're not supposed to or something.
I saw one of the things people were like, oh, reports of gunshots at the pier. It's the 4th of July weekend. Maybe it's fireworks, guys. Maybe it's fireworks. Maybe it's gunshots, but it's probably fireworks.
I mean, look, we can't rule gunshots out, but you should defer to being like, maybe it is fireworks.
maybe it is fireworks.
And it's weird because it's not falling on a weekend.
So if someone who like, look, I support full firework usage on the 4th, New Year's Eve, all that, but like,
But you got a dog.
but I got a dog. Well, also, I live in Barry Point where on every 4th of every month, they just shoot off fireworks for no reason. So I got a dog, which is, I deal with it. I got a sound machine for him when I'm not at home, I got the TV on full blast. So last night I had this brilliant idea to help my dog cope with what would be fireworks. I was like, what if I watch a war movie? And then I gave him his Xanax first, but like, what if I watch a war movie?
Exposure therapy.
So no, he just doesn't know. Because when I'm watching a movie with like bomb stuff, he doesn't run out the room. He
Saving
knows it's
Private
coming.
Ryan.
He knows it's fake. So I watched Dunkirk. Great movie.
Especially if you got surround sound.
Yeah, and I have some I have 7.1 surround sound. But what I also had is I have a little Bluetooth speaker that I put next to his bed, so it's just going. So I'm watching Dunkirk with in the background the whole time. And slowly, as the movie gets more and more, it starts off quiet, and once it starts making noise, it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
So then I just kind of slowly turn this thing down. He didn't hear a single firework.
Okay. A buddy of mine, he
When I
went.
drug him though, he's like, it's coming.
He knows when the drugs
Fireworks,
happen.
not peanut butter.
A buddy of mine went and saw Dunkirk in the IMAX.
Yeah, I did too.
And he goes, the first time the gun went off, he was like, I peed myself. Because it comes from a direction, in your periphery.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't wait to go see Oppenheimer in IMAX because we talked about this either in person or on the podcast, but the IMAX film for Oppenheimer weighs 600 pounds.
Oh,
So
yeah,
he shot
yeah,
it
yeah,
like full. But he wants the sound of the bomb going off to feel like a bomb going off in the realest way possible. So I just want to hear it. I'm goosebumps thinking about it now.
Well, on
In the theater, just
on legitimate film, like 20% of the space of the film is the sound.
yeah, especially in Dolby Digital.
7 point whatever.
First surround sound I ever had was Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Mind blowing.
Oh yeah. I went and saw that movie on acid.
Oh, yeah, you tell. Yeah, I remember you telling
I
that
saw that
story.
on the Patreon. Yeah.
I looked at all this 4th of July stuff. So my takeaway from that
Were
movie
you under the seats?
was when the doctor got shot.
Well, I ate it.
And he goes, check my liver. And then, he's bleeding out, and he goes, Mom? I was like, stop. War's bad.
The first 15 minutes of that are troubling. And there's that sound of like silence you hear, like that. It's like a bomb's gone off a little while ago, but you still hear that.
Yeah.
I went at the theater, that's all I could hear. I was like,
So, you know how they were all throwing up in the U-boats?
yeah.
So apparently people were like, oh, they must have been seasick traveling all that time, but that's not what it was.
They were about to die.
No, well, that too, obviously. But they had been
Milk for breakfast.
they had been waiting, they had been staged and ready to go, eating like MREs and all this shit,
Yeah.
like very bland
Oh,
stuff.
they had ice cream night before, wasn't it? Is that right?
They gave them just a full 4th of July meal. Hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, ice cream,
The night before.
all that the night before. And then the next morning they get up and it's all coming out.
God, somebody slipped and fell on people.
Oh, dude. And then
And then got shot in the head.
and then got shot in the head.
Or they just
Oh.
got knocked out and drowned. This has been a great. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July, guys.
That's very patriotic.
What's that?
America's team, the Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
Oh, look, the Braves are on a tear.
That's American and Native American.
Yes, hey.
Very American.
And man, they're just destroying everybody right now. It's so good to be a Braves fan. It's so good. It's so good.
Well, hopefully we go to the World Series because when we went that one year,
Yeah.
I had a good time.
I had a great time.
It's weird. I had a good
It's
time.
weird. We're playing a team that I wish we won already by keeping our Indian name. We're playing the Cleveland Guardians right now, and like the announcers like talk about going to the game last week after one of the other games. Like, oh, we're gonna be going to Cleveland. He's like, yeah. Let's see how many times I try not to say the other name for the team. 1 minute goes by. He's like, so you're the Indians. God damn it, already.
I mean, isn't there a way they could dovetail home of the Brave into the Braves? So we've got that.
They do. At the
going.
end of the
without the tomahawk. I don't know.
It's not a derogatory term for Indians.
I agree.
You know,
Yeah, I don't feel it's offensive, and even the Cleveland Indians,
it's just flat.
it was offensive
Yeah.
because the people who made it up were like Indians.
Indians.
Now no one thinks of the Native American population as a I don't know. It's not
Asian?
derogatory. It's just not a.
FSU signed off with the Seminole Nation. They were on board
Yeah.
with it.
Oh, yeah, they give them a ton of
Whether
money.
you're an FSU fan or not, they did it the right way.
In today's age, most people aren't like those savage Indians.
No.
That's not the zeitgeist of
under
the
80.
world. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now, having it now, the Washington
Redskins? Okay, yeah. That needed to go.
that lasted forever. That'd be like the Georgia Wetbacks. Like it's never not gonna be
I
offensive.
think it was Texas.
Yeah. Arizona, actually.
Yeah. But, Braves kicking ass right now. Great time to be a Braves fan. I'm loving it. We're playing the Guardians right now, and the Braves have more home runs with 2 players than their whole team has. Hey, shout out to Rob's girl, Sydney, who's a Guardian fan. My team's fun to watch. Like, they have the second least home runs in baseball. That's not exciting. But I do want to shout out my boy Rob, a.k.a. the Smash Burger Fairy. Yesterday, I'm at my buddy V's house. I'll get that in a minute at a cookout. But Rob's like, hey, swing by real quick on your way home. I'm seasoning my Blackstone. I'll make you a smash burger. And I was like, well, I got to get home to the dog because of his PTSD from Fallujah. And so I have to, it was like, I'm leaving here at 7:30. I got to head right to the house. He's like, well, maybe if you're a good boy, the Smash Burger Fairy will stop by. And I was like, well, neither one of those things are happening. So what? And he's like, maybe I will. I'm not drinking tonight. And I was like, oh, he had like an important business meeting this morning.
Yeah.
And he was like, I might bring one over. I'm like, oh, I would love it, but I'm not, I don't expect it. My man sent me a
Shut
Snapchat.
up.
Burger wrapped in foil, sitting in shotgun. Came in the house. I had prepared something he enjoys. A nice little bowl of marijuana.
Yeah.
Kind of hit when he came in, just like, thank you. But I just started eating it like standing up still, like as I'm going down.
Why were you so hungry?
I don't know. Could have been anything. But
Why were you so hungry?
because I was high.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
That's what it was.
I sent him a picture of me with a napkin tucked into my shirt, holding a thing of Dukes. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, because you can't sauce up a burger before delivery. Was it a double patty?
Double
cheese?
patty, bacon, jalapenos,
Soft potato roll?
classic
Classic?
bun.
Seeded?
Sesame seeded. No,
Seeded?
no sesame seed. I can't remember.
I was going to say
I ate
no.
it so fast. I ate 3/4 of it, and I had to wrap it up and like hide it from myself.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't keep coming at it. It's also not a good thing to watch before you eat. Hello.
Oh, hi, I believe Tito.
It's not a good thing to eat before you watch a war movie. Because I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I puked in my U-boat.
Speaking of putting food away so that you won't touch it anymore. I'm sweating.
Tito's
That Tito's. I haven't drank.
I'm sweating.
I literally haven't drank until just then.
Me either.
I should have got my base layer on. Speaking of putting away food so you don't mess with it anymore. Last week, my friend Sunset Kelly brought over a 9-gallon bucket
Of Oots.
Oots.
Wait, where are they?
I'll tell you where they are.
Huckapoos?
No, about 200 of them have exited me by now.
So a quarter of the container.
So yeah, about about a third. So
Count them.
so I don't know if it was we did the podcast on Monday. It was maybe Wednesday that I got into them, like late at night. I was like, I don't need to go anywhere.
I have all the 4 food groups right here.
So it's sitting next to my
Air and
bed.
cheese.
Sitting next to my bed.
Oh no! Oh no!
I don't get up for like 3 hours. I fall asleep, wake back up.
Oh my God!
All right.
Who was high? Who was high?
So I'm kind of in a daze, right?
A cheese day.
I think I've got salt days, Dominican holidays, like all those things. Dazed and confused. So I'm in this daze, and I woke up the next day, and I looked over. I was like, Paxton,
that inner voice.
get up. I go to pee. I look down at my grubby hand.
And they got cheese dick.
I've got the yellowest. oranges.
Wait, what does your ginger face look like in the mirror? Just like all over his beard.
Somehow, like my clothes are fine.
Eating in bed is such weird to me. I don't eat in bed.
I mean, just cheese balls.
Nothing. No food goes in my room.
Okay. I took a stool over there just so they would be at the height where I didn't have to reach.
We built a slide.
Dude, I was no looking at.
It's hard to miss that container. It's this wide. It's a foot across. You can put your head in there. Did you put your head in there like a spaceship?
If it would have fit, because it wouldn't have. That's the only thing that wouldn't fit in there.
Wait, are they all gone? Or did you shame throw them away?
I shame threw them away. I after I saw my hand, my dick, my.
It's the quote of the week. After I saw my hand in my dick, I threw them away.
You remember when Ron Swanson found out that Google Maps like saw his house and he had that computer?
Yeah.
And the way he threw it into the dumpster,
Yeah.
that's the way I threw it into the trash can downstairs. I opened it, I stared at it, and I threw it in
You should
there.
have just took it to Poos and just opened the top and just let the
Fuck no,
piranhas
I don't
just
care.
mingle
Yeah.
through there.
Oh,
When I throw away chips from a Mexican restaurant, I have to open the bag and throw them away because I throw the bag in there. I'm like, well, it's still wrapped. It's right on top. You know, nothing got in there. Weed kids, never twice.
one time we were at work, speaking of bringing food to work, because typically, like most restaurants, no one wants to eat the actual food anymore unless there's like a changing menu. So people bring in like snacks and shit all the time, right? Someone, Ryan Bentley brought in a bottle of pickled pig's feet.
Oh,
And no one would eat it, right?
shocked.
Hot Sushi, the Japanese surf instructor, he came in and goes, "What are those?" And we were like, "They're pig. Oh, pig feet." He ate like 2 of them right
I
there.
guess on the 4th of July, it's okay to do a Japanese accent. Go ahead.
Mowed down 2 of them, like
Two
a
pig
chicken
feet.
wing,
Okay.
pig feet. So then we're like, all right, well, the other 8 are going to sit there forever. Came in the next day, they were gone.
He ate them all?
Robert Bobo, the dishwasher.
Oh, no. How did he feel after that?
I mean,
There's no telling.
I've seen his store runs before.
Yeah, his stomach's got to be.
I mean, it's just it's a trash compactor.
the trash compactor. I've never tried a pickled pig's feet because here's the thing: I've had chicken feet and it was disgusting.
Yeah.
I didn't need to try pig's feet. They sit around and shit all day.
Here's the thing.
Pickled food.
Don't color it pink if you want someone to eat it.
Well, you know.
Hey, 4th of July, that's American. Pussy.
There's the exception to the Proust rule on these things.
Anyway,
I've eaten a pickled egg because we used to do that at the rail. We'd buy girls shots of pickled eggs. You send them a pickled egg, two girls,
God.
2 pickled egg shots, and be like, hey. And they're like, what the heck? It's a conversation starter.
I like soy marinated eggs, but I'm not sure if I'd like the briny pickle. I don't know. I like eggs with salt on
They're
them.
okay, but they're not great. But I don't want the only pickled meat I want is that or Chick-fil-A or that.
Oh, yeah.
But I just want Chick-fil-A. I don't need pig feet.
Let's just be honest here. I'm American. I just like Chick-fil-A.
Goddamn right.
Cheers to that, brother. Well, yesterday I was at work, and I had a group, and I sort of recognized them. They were like 2 girls that were in like their 20s and 2 girls that were in like their 30s. And the 2 girls that were in their 20s, like I sort of recognized a little bit, but the one girl kept calling me Patrick. And during a night like that, I'll let Patrick slide because anything that starts with a P and an A, I'm like, yeah, I get it. And we weren't like super busy, and they weren't annoying. So like,
Packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. And they weren't annoying, so I was like, I don't care. Call me Patrick. You know, it'll take me longer to correct you, you know,
Yeah.
than it is to just let you call me that 5 more times. So then someone else goes, what'd you call him? She goes, Patrick. He goes, oh, honey, his name's Paxton. She goes, oh, I should know that.
Why?
I was like, why? She goes, oh, listen to your podcast. I was like, oh.
Well, shout out to the Patrick girls. Hey, call him Patrick. Oh, you want to pat Trion? You can call him whatever you want to.
I was like, hey, Patrick's fine. You listen to podcasts, call me whatever you want. Actually, it's nice to find new listeners that you didn't know existed.
So, as I talked about Rob bringing me a smash burger, prior to that, I was at my buddy V had a cookout.
Yeah.
Shout out to him for doing that. Cooking a whole lot of food on a whole hot ass day.
Friend of the show,
Patreon, a good man. And we had a good time was had by all. Central came for the first time. I mean, I'm sweating like crazy. This goddamn Tito's. I just hold the cold bottle to my throat. But we drank some mighty fine tequila, and I made peach margaritas. Now, I tried to go to Davis Produce to get fresh peaches because I made them the night before for myself. with Georgia peaches from Davis Produce. But I tried to go to Davis on Sunday. Took me 15 minutes to get to Circle K parking lot, and it would have taken me a half an hour to get in there. There was traffic. There was nowhere to park in the car wash. Everything. This whole parking lot was full. There's probably a place for 100 cars in there, and there's 100 cars in there easily. People tried to get in and out. I was like, you turn. Publix it is.
Do you think they were trying to get onto the island and then just got stuck right there?
People just stopped there to get gas and go to the produce shop. So like there's only 2 gas stations, you know.
Yeah.
You hit that one or the next one, and so people see that one first, and they stop there, and it was a shit.
Maybe if you had a bike.
I'm not biking from my house to there. That's a mile and a half and over a bridge.
Yeah, there is a bridge.
There also was a car on fire next to that bridge yesterday too.
Oh wow.
A whole ass van on fire. The front of the van was on fire, and the guy, shout out to Greg Laska, rode by, got great footage of the guy unloading the back of the van while it was on fire, and then he pulled over and stopped and got the front shot, and the van just kind of engulfed in flames.
Immigrants?
Caucasians.
No, I mean, what was he unloading?
Immigrants, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. That's what I thought.
Budweiser. It was like beach stuff.
Well, speaking of bikes,
I don't think he was still going to the beach though. Like,
yeah. We had so down here on Tybee, if you're unfamiliar, we had the borrow a bike situation. It's a thing that people do. So if you leave your bike somewhere, 50% chance on any given night, especially on a busy weekend, that it's going to get borrowed/stolen.
Yeah.
And out of those 50%, maybe like 15% of the time, it gets brought back to its home.
Yeah.
Not where you live, but wherever you left it.
Yeah.
So Chase and KK, they come in yesterday, and they were like, we left 2 bikes here last night.
You'd think someone who's lived here their whole life would know to lock them up, but
They had the lock, they just forgot to lock it up, right? So it's like a girly bike and like a manly bike. So they come back yesterday, and the girly bike's still there, the manly bike's gone. And the manly bike had the lock on there. So now they don't have a
lock.
So he was like, well,
the culprit was a man.
he goes, well, I guess I'll just come back tomorrow and, buy if the chance. So they go back the next day. The bike is there, but it is locked up now.
Different lock?
Different lock.
Someone just straight claimed this bike and brought it back to the scene of the crime.
Either that or they forgot the combination. I don't know. But
that's wrong.
But it doesn't matter though, because even if the lock's on there, I'll go get the bolt cutters and your bike's back.
I thought you were going to say that they came back next day and the pink bike was gone. I'm like, why did you take it? Why did you take the girly bike?
That is bold though, to like steal a bike, bring it back to the same place you stole it from with your lock on my bike.
Yeah.
This is Debo's bike.
I think they just forgot the
combination. Was Tony Little in the bar? That's a throwback if you know who that is.
Debo bike.
Someone when I lived on the other end.
Hey, when you come by,
huh?
I stopped talking. When you leave, I'll be talking again.
I'll be talking again. My ex, she had a pink tri-wheeler, whatever, with the big basket in the back.
Tricycle?
Tricycle, that's what it is. I was trying to think of a more American way to say it. Tricycletta.
Kelly just about ruined our equipment there.
Now you can't miss this thing. It is large and pink, right? So it gets stolen. I'm like, we lived like on like 15th, like pretty close to the hub of everything on Tybee. So I was like, I'm just gonna take a stroll. Let's just see. I walk and I walk and I walk and I get down almost to the end of 16th Street. There she is in front of a bar.
That's where I would think she would be, is in front of a bar.
So I was like, well, there she is in front of this bar. Let me go inside. So I walked inside. I was like, hey, guys, there's a big pink bike out here with a flat tire on it. I've got an extra tube if anyone wants it and wants some help. Anybody? I'm going to take this bike now. Anybody want it? Okay, stealing this bike. And I just drove it away. I was like, what? Just own up to it.
My bad.
And they let me steal a bike that they didn't know wasn't mine. Like, that's how.
It wasn't your bike for sure.
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to take this big pink
bike.
Trifecta bike. Tricycletta.
Tricycles on the 4th, baby. You can't. 6 I may or may not have done that before. It may or may not have been after a Georgia Tech game, and Georgia Tech beat Georgia with a field goal, last second to win. I was pissed. I was hammered drunk. I had not eaten that day. I was young. I was doing Jaeger bombs. Lots of Jaeger bombs, which is a fun drunk. Hey. Which is a fun drunk because you have a lot of energy and you're hammered as shit. And you know what? I don't need a lot of energy because there's plenty in the bank. And so it's like the sun is up. And I decide I'm going to steal a bike from Stingrays. I walked outside. I got on a bike.
You had pre-planned to steal this bike.
Nah.
Oh, you just walked out and you're like, crime of opportunity.
I think I smoked a cigarette. Was like, you know what? I'm out of here.
There's a bike.
And the owner of the bike, John, we'll just say he may or may not be affiliated with a liquor store of some sort.
Hey?
Yeah, John. Well, G. He said I looked him in the eye, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Bye," and just took off on his bike.
I mean, if you're gonna
I made it about 6 blocks.
steal,
I crashed.
steal hard. Steal like an American.
Well, crashed.
Okay.
And at the scene of the crime, I left something that would tie me to the crime. My cell phone.
Oh.
And the now chief of police called me from my cell phone. Called my house. Was like, "Hey, you missed anything today?" I was like, "Yeah, a lot of stuff.
Oh, my bike.
Dignity, my stolen bike, my pink tricycle." And she's like, "I have your phone, and you stole someone's bike." I was like, "I didn't." She's like, "You left your phone next to the bike." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I did."
Also, we have an eyewitness.
Yeah. She's like, "Look, all he wants you to do is pick up the bike from here and take it back to his house." So Jordan was like, "I'm sorry, dude," but like, he's not a good or a bad guy. You know.
Wait, did you walk outside and go, "Oh shit, whose bike is that"? Did you have a memory
I left
of it?
the bike where I crashed, but the police came and got the bike. I crashed in someone's yard, so someone called the cops. Hey, I saw a guy crash a bike and then run off. And I guess I ran I don't remember how I got home at all.
Was this like flip phone days or Nokia brick days or?
Yeah, like Nokia brick days. Maybe a little after that. It was a smartphone probably, but like a young smartphone, like a Galaxy S2 or something.
Pre-med.
Yeah. It wasn't my finest moments, but like, you know, it happens. People borrow your bike.
I'm just saying because you and Jeffro with your fucking Samsung phones, like it's kind of a cult, and like I don't think you'd go more than 5 seconds without it in the past like 8 years.
Watch this. Just kidding.
Just kidding. I need it for my digital notes.
Yeah, I have a surprise for you, but I think we should wait for the second half.
Sure.
But I'm sweating fucking balls.
Yeah, that's why I got up and got my T-shirt and did my hair.
Yeah,
real
well,
nice.
you have the fan and I don't, and I looked at the fan in your room and went, "I'm feeling okay today."
No, then Tito's and Budweiser happen.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a little break here and dry out.
And so second half, I think.
got kind of a care.
Kind of care, but I think we're gonna go positive.
I got quote of the week. You got a quote of the week? I got
don't.
a couple. I got. You know what? We'll let you guys pick from my quotes of the week because I've got a few.
Okay. Yeah, and like I said, since it's 4th of July, we love you
One
guys.
might be related to eating a Georgia peach and vagina of some sort.
Okay. I lost my peach a long time ago. Boy, it is hot.
So I'm gonna sit in the car from here. I think.
Gordon.
Red, white, and blue, baby.
Boy, I'm as hot as a firecracker. I'll tell you that much right now.
That's better.
Dude, swamp ass is real.
We had to add an extra fan in here.
I'm not wearing my normal frou-frou shorts, so these are kind of...
It's warm.
Yeah, it's warm, buddy.
So you know what was warm? My cookout at B's yesterday. We had a great time.
So our friend B, jet setter, like he's out of town all the time.
Yeah.
Like
Still found the time to make short ribs, pork short ribs, macaroni and cheese with spicy sausage in there, roasted potatoes,
okay.
grilled hamburgers, sausages. Oh, and elote. Now he made it off the cob. Elote street Mexican street corn.
Oh, I thought you said mole. Okay, elote.
Elote,
Yeah.
so it's Mexican street corn, but he did it off the cob.
Oh, you love it because it's got mayonnaise on it.
Crema.
You're crema.
Crema.
What is mayonnaise and lime juice crema? Is that what it is?
I think so. Yeah. But the fucking spread. And I went to make the peach margaritas that I started talking about and forgot.
Yeah.
I had to like slide everything to the side. And V's a very orderly person and neat. So he comes in and he's like, because everything's like not.
Well, he's like an electrical engineer. Or
Yeah, so
something.
he's very particular.
Yeah, he's probably pretty pedantic.
But these peach margaritas were the fire. Fire. So good.
What are the ingredients?
So peaches,
Got it.
lime juice, And when I did just kind of sweeten it up some instead of use simple syrup, I bought a can of peaches and used a couple of those, but also
We did that here. We used the syrup.
The syrup.
It's better than simple syrup. It's peach syrup.
It's peach syrup, yeah. Triple sec. When I texted Shay and said, "Does V have triple sec?" V said, "Who? I have triple A." I was like,
Zing.
Zing, yeah. Hey, I don't think he was zinging. I think he didn't know what triple sec was. But so triple sec, and I poured some humidor silver in there, and with the idea of adding a little bit more when you added the ice to it.
Yeah.
And just blended the bejesus out of it.
Hold on. Speaking of V and tequila, you said this on the first half, and I forgot to.
We got that story went.
I forgot to chime in. I'm sorry.
He buys really nice.
Oh, I know, because he brought one up to me at Huckapoo's. It's in this beautiful, beautiful wooden box with the slide off. And this thing had some weight to it. I was like, man, what kind of...
It's a Don Julio box.
I was like, what kind of bottle is this, man? No, it doesn't really say much on the outside, but it's a really nice box. So we were kind of busy, so I took it home, and I was like, I'm going to drink some of this when I get home. Opened the box.
T-shirt.
There's nothing in there. What? It was just the box.
It was the Don Julio. It was the Don Julio.
It's right over there. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
It's the 1942.
Well, I'm sure it tasted good.
I thought it wasn't like a shirt in there or something.
No, I don't remember.
There was something in there. This was an early podcast thing.
There wasn't tequila in there.
Wasn't tequila in there. That's a $300 bottle of tequila.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
So I get there. I'm like, I'm gonna make a drink before I get to making the margaritas. He's like, oh, drink this nice tequila. I'm like, well, I'm gonna mix it with like soda. And he's like, that's fine. I'm like, it's got a $200 bottle. It was great añejos. So but I made the margaritas. Round 2, I'm like, look, if someone wants to go get ice from the store, we were running kind of low on ice. I'll make the next one's frozen. And man, I don't drink a lot of frozen margaritas. But holy shit, that was good. I had to quit drinking this. I had to drive, and I was like, someone take this from me.
The thing about frozen margaritas is if you don't have the right blender and it doesn't put the ice in such a way where it doesn't just start clumping and separating. You ever had a bad frozen margarita?
You get chunks.
It starts becoming like a layer of ice on the bottom and then a layer of liquor on the top. Like you got to have...
This ninja'd it up real good.
Yeah. And the speed at which you drink it helps too. Like any frozen margarita is going to separate at some point.
Yeah.
But you don't want to have to pound the thing just to keep it in its like original form.
Yeah. Well, what do you just pound it because it's hot as shit outside? And
also that, and then all of a sudden you're very wasted.
Like I went into his room one point because I was like, oh, I bet it's cool in here. And just standing there under the fan, like, shirt, I had like this. My people by with the glare. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, come stand next to me. Yeah. It's cool in here. I kept trying to stand under the vent.
He's a big boy like us. I know he's hot. Yeah.
I was trying to stand under the vent in the living room. My friend Steven was drunk and kept trying to hug me. I was like, this is not a hugging holiday. Get off of me. It's hot as shit outside.
Oh, that was another thing.
You hug when you say hey, you hug when you say bye, that's it. We're not hugging.
That was the thing this weekend.
Cuddle weather.
So typically on a holiday weekend, I see people I haven't seen in a long time, and it's always hug time. So this weekend I was prepared to be like, hey man, ain't no hugs.
Drugs, not hugs.
Yeah, ain't no hugs tonight, buddy. I love you, but I'm not going to do this to you.
Not a hug at home.
I am
a sweaty.
I'm helping. I'm the sweatiest dude in the world. We already talked about that. But
here's the thing: you're self-aware of your sweat. I have a friend named Michael Howard, sweetheart of a man, but he's sweating in Antarctica, or whatever the hell you said in the first half. He's sweating in the Arctic. This dude is hot all the time. He always has a towel to dab off. Yep. But he was wearing a tank top yesterday, and I'm like, hey man, I know you want to hug, but like, I'm just gonna slide right off of you.
Here's the thing: if you're hot-natured, don't wear clothes that are like tank tops and stuff, because you're just gonna have wet skin.
Yeah.
You might as well have enough of a shirt on to where it soaks some of it up.
Yeah.
Where you're not. I mean, there's just. I mean, sweaty people. We have our own. We're a thing. we just know. But especially so eating at barbecues on July 4th. Number one, you're outside. Down here in Georgia, it's already hot. You're standing by something hot most of the time.
Oh yeah.
There's a grill. There's a whatever. What's your what would be your God tier spread?
You're asking the worst person for this. I mean, I can go ham on a spread.
I'm just saying, like, if you had to pick your top 5 meats
for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
So, like, 4th of July. Here's the thing: I don't eat a lot of hot dogs year round, but I want a classic Hebrew National all beef hot dog in a bun with ketchup. I don't give a shit.
Oh wow.
And mustard.
Sure.
But no mayo, okay? No mayo.
Draws the line there.
But when I do sausage dogs, just mustard.
Okay. All right, so I'll go with you on that. I
want onions.
I'm not a plain hot dog guy ever.
I'm topping the dog though.
Okay.
With those 2 condiments. I want chopped onions.
Raw or
raw, baby,
okay.
raw.
All right. Okay.
And I will do cheese if it's available, but I want it melted.
Okay.
Or nothing.
Don't invite Clint to your party.
I'll do chili, but on 4th of July, I don't want chili because it's already too hot.
Got to go to the grocery store.
Yeah,
I know I'm a bougie motherfucker. I don't know why you asked me.
I circumvent the hot dog thing. If I'm going to, I'll cook hot dogs, whatever.
Right.
But I prefer a brat or like a smoked link. something like kielbasa.
Vienna sausage?
Something substantial, juicy, and like where you can see what it's made of. And it's not emulsified meat.
That's what sausage is.
No, it's not emulsified like a hot dog. It's not turned into paste. Now, I'm not like against the hot dog. I will eat the hot dog.
The hot dog.
Yeah. But I want a brat with wacky wet onions and some mustard and whatever. Now, burgers, I'm against.
Wait, hold on. Bun. Let's back up to the brat. Bun?
Bun, yeah.
What kind of bun?
It doesn't matter because
I don't
you
I don't
can't
like
ask for a special one.
The giant potato bun and the giant brat is all.
You're not going to get that down here. We're getting the IGA classic, you know.
I want white bread.
It's we have the most platonic buns down here
Yeah.
available for purchase.
Yeah.
Unless you went to like Whole Foods or some dumb shit like that. The hamburger. I am entirely against the hamburger on a charcoal grill.
I love charcoal hamburgers.
What?
I will do it myself. I'm not going to eat a burger at a person's house if they are charcoal grilling it. Because 90% of the time, it's going to be a hockey puck.
Yeah. Once you're cooking en masse for 40 people, it's hard. You're not going to get much of
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's their fault.
And if you don't grill a lot a lot of people only grill on certain holidays.
Exactly.
Yeah. But see, if you came to my house, you'd eat my hamburger because you know I would.
Right.
Or Rob gets the best smash
Sure,
burger.
yeah. Here's another thing. You know, you see those burgers at the barbecues, and they're more like domes because they don't smash the middle down, and they don't understand that it's going to balloon. So you take 2 bites of it, all of a sudden it torpedoes out the other
patty
side.
princess.
When it comes to my patties, I have a very particular set of skills.
Now, on the 4th, we're just doing 4th of July, right?
We're just doing 4th of July.
Okay, so hot dogs
This
and
is
hamburgers.
goddamn America, you dumb son of a bitch.
Now, ribs, yes, no. I don't love ribs. I like ribs, but I don't love them. And I make great ribs.
I make great ribs.
But I want 2.
I don't trust y'all's ribs.
Maybe 3.
I don't trust y'all's ribs, especially on a day where you're cooking for a lot of people.
If I go to a 60-year-old black man's house and he's cooking ribs,
I trust your ribs, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But most people, ribs are ribs. They take a lot of time. It's not something you boil and then pop on the grill.
You can't rush ribs.
You cannot rush ribs.
You cannot rush ribs. So, okay, so we got hamburgers and hot dogs.
Chicken leg quarters.
Yeah.
And chicken leg quarters only. I mean, maybe just a big drumstick, maybe just the thigh, or both together.
But I like the combo
No other cut.
on the grill.
No other cut on the grill. The chicken leg quarter has enough of whatever. It's got a lot of leeway. You can accidentally get drunk and leave it on there for 5 minutes too long.
It'll be pretty moist.
It'll be okay.
You leave a titty on there for too long,
Done, son.
and you got to eat it almost immediately, unless you brine
Exactly.
it and do
Yes.
it,
Yes.
the way I do. But so I don't think about chicken that much on the 4th of July, though.
I do because, like,
Coleslaw.
coleslaw, yes.
I mean, you know I like coleslaw.
So
Coleslaw?
my grandma, I grew up
Coleslaw.
like my dad's side of the family super poor. So most big events, you can get a bag of leg quarters for like $10.
Oh, God.
And feed 100 people. So I'm used to that being kind of like a staple of gathering food.
Baked beans.
100% baked beans.
Got to have bacon in them.
Got to have bacon in them. And the thing about baked beans.
Or you can throw in leftovers. You can now get beanie weenies. But for a hot dog,
Also,
baked
yeah.
beans.
Yeah.
So
The thing about baked beans is you can throw bacon in there and leave them on that grill forever. And all they'll do is get thicker and better.
So, hot dog. I want to back up to the hot dog.
Let's go.
How do you want it cooked? Like my mom wanted it burnt. She wanted like 2. She wanted one cooked normal and one burnt, crispy burnt. Not like Travis wants it burnt, but like close.
So you're saying the platonic hot dog, how do
Yeah.
I want it cooked?
I want it like 2/3 crispy burned, 1/3 regular.
I want it blistered, but not burnt.
Yeah. There you go.
I want it to blister.
a little split.
Yeah.
It's a little
A
tiny.
sausage, what I want you to do is, like a brat or another type of sausage like that, I want you to put it on there for 2 minutes on one side, flip it over to the next side, and then poke it
Oh!
No, what are you poking it for?
to let those flames go, because it's going to bust.
yeah,
It's going to bust at some point.
Almost will bust in your mouth.
And then I don't want it to bust in my mouth. So you bust it yourself. You bust it yourself, and then those flames come up and give it some flame licks, and then you take it off. Because if you don't bust it yourself, it's going to bust already, and then it's going to burn some bitch.
I had to hold back talking through that so that you could clip that out of there because there's a lot of busting going on.
Oh, yeah. I don't want it busted in my mouth. Camera one. I don't want it busted in my mouth. All right, coleslaw.
Coleslaw.
Here's the thing about coleslaw.
Mayonnaise.
You leave it in the fridge until it's time to eat it, and you put it back in the fridge until you want to eat it again.
Yeah, coleslaw stays cold.
Can't leave it out.
See what I like about baked beans? I can mix. I can eat cold baked beans with cold coleslaw.
Yeah.
It's fine. And I can put coleslaw on a hot dog. But the first dog, I just want the basics.
All right. Potato salad.
Well, yeah. Skin on, red skin, potato salad.
Okay, that's fine because that keeps its integrity. But peeled, russet, potato salad, it does not work because if you undercook it like you're supposed to, it's too mealy. And if you cook it where it's good, it only lasts for like an hour where it's good.
Yeah.
Because when you start digging through there, then it starts Kelly's face. He's like, I eat 3 things. And that ain't one of
Well, I
them.
eat 4 things, but
Yeah. So potato salad, but it has to have the inclusion of raw onion and pickle.
Nope, I don't want the pickle. I don't mind the pickle. I don't want a lot of it.
Okay.
Actually, I'm in on the pickle.
Okay.
You got me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't want to bust
And
your
then
pickle.
that's it for the grilling meats, man. Like I don't want steaks because
That's not 4th of July. Maybe,
not 4th of July.
It just feels like a portable food. You know, it's a paper plate holiday.
Exactly. Also with a brat,
well said.
you can
Well said.
also with a brat, you can take that reusable aluminum foil fan, throw some liquid in there, beer or whatever, and you can keep the brats in there nice
Yeah.
and warm,
Nice
ready
and warm.
to go.
I don't have a charcoal grill because I got a pellet smoker,
Yeah.
but I miss it sometimes. Just for like, 'cause, sometimes you want that, but I can use charcoal pellets and get
Sure.
the flavor, but just something about like the crispness of the charcoal grill sometimes.
What's your if you're going to a barbecue? What's the first thing you're going to?
Potato chips.
Kelly.
Potato chips, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got
Chips are
here.
part of the.
Here's the. Oh, that's all right. Let's talk about that group then. There's always a table.
We have talked about that group.
I'm just saying, just for 4th of July, the typical table will have the big bag of Ruffles Ridges, hopefully,
Yeah.
and now
Classic
we,
Lay's.
There's definitely some corn chips and
I was
some
about to say
salsa.
we've assimilated now where there's going to be some Fritos like the just to eat on
Classic
their own.
Lay's.
Yeah.
Classic Lay's, and then also a tortilla chip
Yeah, some
with
Santitas or
some
Tostitos
kind
or
of dip.
whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
With some kind of dip. I don't care if it's 7-layer, 5-layer, 2-layer, 1-layer.
Swat the flies out of the way, give it a good scoop.
Yep.
Yep.
And I don't care if it's just Rotel.
Sure.
Do it with the Rotel with the cream cheese.
If you do Rotel and Velveeta
Yeah. Or cream. Yeah.
or cream cheese or all 3.
But when I go to the grill, yeah, I probably go to a hot dog first just because, like you said, a hamburger is usually hockey puck by that point, unless they're cooking to order, which most guys don't. Or
It gets hot. You want to get it over with. You know, cook and go.
Unless you just live for that moment, like 3 hours, I'm cooking.
There are guys that live for that moment, and that's the inherent problem with the 4th of July barbecue. If they're not spending time at the grill, they don't feel like they're fulfilling their manly thing. Because think about when typical dudes in relationships cook. It's like on those holidays, you know.
Yeah.
The wife is typically cooking, so it's like, this is the one thing I can do is grill. When the wife could probably fucking grill it better than
It's
you.
the older guy, possibly a grandfather, wearing the New Balance shoes with the ankle socks,
Right.
You know, jean shorts.
There was a dude at this party yesterday who had on a long sleeve shirt and long sleeve pants. Otherwise known as pants. But dude, it was jeans. I said that yesterday at the party. I was like,
What is he, Yakuza? Is he covering up his tattoos, dude? What
but
the
like,
hell?
it was like, have you not been outside in a few days? Jeans, long sleeve shirt. He didn't even have the sleeves rolled up. And I was like, I don't trust this guy.
I envy people like that. I'm like,
No, he was sweating like crazy.
oh, what? Really?
Yeah, because it was hot.
He must be Yakuza. He's got tattoos all over.
I don't know. There was plenty of tattoos. A guy came in. Okay. At the corner of my eye, I see this guy. He's loud. He's boisterous. He's got a hat on. He's got a fluffy, gingery, grayish beard. He's got...
Wink?
I didn't get to keep going. I didn't get to keep going. And I hear him talking.
He mouthed it to me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was definitely. So I hear him talking, and I'm looking, and I don't have my glasses on, so I'm like, I look over there. Hey, look, let's complete the fucking look here, okay? He's got a scarf on, American flag scarf, and he's got like a long scarf.
What time of day was it?
Dusk,
Okay.
6:30,
Okay.
shorts, flip flops, a lot of tattoos on his legs, and I'm like, Winky? I just said it. And the guy like kind of looked over at me. He comes in. He's got 2 middle or high life 40s. I'm like, oh, dude, you remind me. He reminds me of Winky. And Chase like, who? I was like, Jason Self. He goes, I can see that. And then the guy goes, like, what's your name? He goes, Jason. And I'm like,
Oh my God. We're in Bizarro land.
yeah. And I was like, I couldn't stop just being like, dude, I need you to meet this guy somehow. 'Cause
Oh
it was
my
just
God.
like, it was a doppelganger. But you know who I wish had a doppelganger? Actually, I don't.
Wait, did you have a QOT?
Oh, I did have a little quote of the week. Sorry, I got caught up in
I
this.
gotta
I
keep
have a
this
surprise for you, and I want to.
Well, Clint, here's your intro. It's the quote of the week.
Every good youngin needs a mullet. said last night at the cookout by this dude named Joe Norman. And I said, Shay goes, write that one down. I'm like, done. Every good youngin' needs a mullet. His kid, 2.5 years old, 2 years old, half Spanish, half white, mullet. And this dude is the prototypical 4th of July guy. He's big, he's raised a redneck. He loves it. He's a pipe fitter.
Most kids, even if they don't intend to, they inadvertently have a mullet at some point in their life.
Oh, and then we went through mullet nicknames for like 10 minutes.
Well, good kids do at least. So
Yeah.
I have
Every
to
good
agree
youngin'.
I did.
You did?
Oh yeah.
The first time I got one,
You
I was
have
like,
one right now.
that's what I'm saying. I've grown back into it. The first one I got a spike on the top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, man, it was like, late 80s. I walked into school. It was like over summer break. I walked into school. Like 9 other kids in my class had. I was like, cut this thing off right now.
Which art class got I wanted a rat tail so bad. My dad was like, nah, no rat tail. When I was like 5 and 6 years old, he was like, no rat tail. But then I came home with a hang bang. Like the haircut I had, unfortunately, 6 years ago, I came home with that in the 4th grade. And like shaved under, just hair down.
Yeah.
I had a regular hang bang for a while, but then I got it all shaved under and I came home and my mother beat me.
Yeah.
Beat me. She's like, no.
I caught more shit about the hang bang that I had, but it wasn't even from my parents because they were just like, you just look stupid no matter what you have. Like they didn't care.
Yeah.
But at school, like I got
You were cool.
I got roasted at school.
For the hang bang?
Yeah, because it was at Myers Middle School. So like if I'd have been
See, I had my hang bang in elementary school. Like
see
fourth,
if
fifth
I
grade.
if I'd have been in a whiter school, it would have been different. But like a lot of my friends at Myers were black. It's like a mostly black school.
Yeah.
So they're like, Pax, man, what's happening? And then I was like,
I live on the beach.
and I was like, no, man, it's cool, man. I live on the beach.
Skateboarder.
And then like they beratedly mercilessly, which I appreciated because
You know why? Because you can't have a fro bang hang.
yeah, right, yeah.
A hang bang fro? That's got to be a thing
You
somewhere,
got to learn how to break balls early. If you're not breaking balls with your friends early, you're just going to get your balls broken for the rest of your life.
So I have another
unabashedly.
quote of the week.
All right.
Speaking of breaking balls, at a place I used to work about 5 years ago, we were having a discussion in the kitchen 5 years ago the other night, and it was about the Darth Vader getting touched on the Chappelle Show thing. Like, and this guy goes, I wonder where he touched me, and he goes, someone goes, show me on the dog touched me. He goes, shit, show me on me where that man touched you.
Hey,
I was like,
okay.
But I'm gonna give it to the mullet, I think.
Okay, yeah. I think the mullet wins because every good youngin should have a mullet. That's.
Well, you know who?
Well, hold on. Let me shout out.
I'm not going to Karen yet.
Oh, okay.
I got my surprise, but you want to mullet away?
No. I just want to shout out my buddy Gil.
Oh, yeah.
He's a really great regular of mine, and he came in yesterday and he brought me the shirt all the way from Dublin, Ireland.
Hell yeah!
And this is the little. So every pub over there,
The blue light.
every pub fits like 12 people in it, and only the neighborhood goes to, or whatever they call a neighborhood over there. But this is the one where Bono's like aunt lives or some shit like that, and they'll show up sometimes. So I was asking, I was like, so in every Irish pub that I've ever seen, like the Irish and the English and some of those European countries, more than pop music, they have traditional music. See, in America, we don't have, like, you could call jazz our traditional music, but we don't have songs that every person in the country knows not from hearing it on the radio, but from
somebody singing it to you.
oral tradition of singing it. So you walk into an Irish pub and someone could just go, and we walk down to the pub, and we walk to the pub.
And everybody stands up and
everyone knows how to play
fucking
it.
jingle bells.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone can pick up some instrument and play it, you know, and it's not all Irish shanties. Then there's drinking songs in England, you know, they're like, we will.
What's the song they sung on The Wire every time a cop died?
Oh, no,
They had a song about it. It was an Irish song.
Oh, okay.
It was an Irish song they sung, and it's in Baltimore, so there's all and it's people of all races singing this. I'm a drunk Irish man and born in the USA.
Yeah.
Free-born man of the USA, I think is the name of the song.
Because you don't hear these songs on popular radio. It is literally an oral tradition of hearing these shanties sang from pub to pub, person to person.
What's the old joke? The guy took his family back to Ireland. He hadn't been there in 40 years. He's like, oh, this is my favorite pub. And he walked in and somebody goes, oh, shit, he's back. So speaking of all shit, he's back. Scott Jacobs.
I'm glad you surprised me, but I could have made a drop for this.
Well, so today.
Guess who's back? Scott Jacobs.
No, he doesn't deserve a drop. He deserves to get dropped. I walk into Choose to get peanuts this afternoon. I had to stop and get a little bit of gas. I was like, I'll get some peanuts, which were goddamn hot garbage. Screw you, Choose. But I was like, I'm going to pop in this liquor store and grab 2 little mini bottles of Tito's for me and Paxton to sip on.
I had them.
And I'm walking in, and this guy walking out kind of gives me a look, and I'm like, and I look, and I'm like, oh no, it's him.
Could you recognize him by looking at him?
Yeah, because he has the same douchey sunglasses.
I haven't thought about him or seen him.
I had to work with him, so I know. So.
Oh yeah.
Did his teeth look amazing?
I got a picture of him because I'm a dick.
Mugging you too in that picture.
No, he's mugging this guy's Alfa Romero. They're talking to this guy about his Alfa Romero, which is perfect. I was like, well, I should have got a picture. And then I see him, so I'm at the gas pump. I back up, I put my camera out and go, click, and get in the car and drive away.
I don't know how new you guys are to the podcast, but Scott Jacobs has been. It's an epic.
He's infamous.
Okay,
he's infamous.
yeah.
He was. You know what he was?
He was.
Oh shit, it's the Karen
Did he recognize you?
of the week. It's the Karen of the week. Oh shit.
So do you
Come on back.
do you think he recognized
He's gonna
you?
hold the goddamn. You know what? It's going on the microphone.
Okay,
It's too
gotcha.
Fucking hot to put this away.
Yeah, I feel you. Do you think he I have to know this before, Karen.
He looked at me like he knew me. 'Cause the thing is, I waited on him a lot at Lily.
Do you think he knows us, like about his lore?
I hope so. God, I hope so. I hope nothing more. That would.
I think he'd be flattered.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know
he
what?
put it on his fucking resume.
Yes, we were both going there at the same time.
7 appearances on Frontline
Absolutely.
podcast.
He'd be flattered.
He
I
listens
guarantee
every
it.
week just to add it to his resume. This one's going.
I mean,
on
you were
resume.
paparazzi today taking pictures of him. I cannot get away.
It's like piece of
It
crap
can't just
car
be me
too.
on Tabby Island.
Oh,
Guy
that's
with
amazing.
35 Oscars, you think you'd have a better car?
Oh man, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, I saw him and was like, oh, I want to tell back to this, but I gotta wait. This is hard
beautiful.
to do. How did? Hey.
I know it's kind of weird not
It's like-
looking at
it's like
you.
I got a mustache.
I love it when you look me in the eye.
All right, look, we just gotta pretend, okay? It's fucking too hot to put on a goddamn wig. So then this Karen isn't really a person; it's a group.
Sure.
It's a people.
Are you marginalizing a people right now
Well,
on the 4th of July?
We've been doing it for years.
you. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. I don't mean to
It's
set
a
it up like
Jamaican
that.
couple's 44th wedding anniversary.
A Jamaican
man.
couple's 44th.
Wedding anniversary.
Yeah, man.
How?
10 people. And usually you wait for a party of 10 at this restaurant I worked at like 20 years ago, back in Dublin. You wait for the whole party to arrive in order to avoid them just sitting there and taking up space. Even though you like, you're not going to sit somebody on the table, you want them all to get together to sit them down so you can get it taken care of at one time and not have to drag out. This dude was barely walking, so I was like, look, go ahead, sit him down. I'm also about to get cut, so I want to get out of here.
So they've been married 44 years. They were pretty old.
Yeah. So I'm like, I almost want to get them started. And we're waiting on 3 more. I'm like, where are they? They're parking the car. Okay, it's downtown Savannah on Friday night. It's busy. Holiday weekend, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever I said. One day we'll just drop this. But and I'm like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They get seated. There are 2 tables. I'm like, look, anybody want anything to drink? Anybody at all? 3 kids, 3 adults, and a woman at another table. I'll have a lemonade. All right. Do you guys want a lemonade? Sprite? Anything? Coke? Diet Coke? Sweet tea? I come back with a lemonade. Hey, you know what? I'll have a sweet tea. Would anybody in this room like a lemonade?
Anyone
sweet tea,
who
a
can
Sprite?
hear the sound of my
I'm
voice.
naming all the drinks kids want. Lemonade, Sprite, sweet tea. Lemonade, Sprite, sweet tea. I didn't want to awful show you temple because I got to go somewhere else to do that. Nobody? Just one sweet tea here. Come back. Here you go. Can I have a straw? Would anybody else like a straw? Go get a straw. Can I get a straw too? Here's 30. I just put more straws, people. Can I have a Sprite? God damn it! No. Ugh.
And you know
But
they're
the
not.
couple's nice.
You know they're not doing it on
It's the
purpose,
kids.
but it's just like yeah,
I wrote it as unintentional Karens
yeah.
until they got a full opportunity. So it took them 45 minutes to get the whole party there. I'm out in the street looking for these people. Like, what do they look like? The guy describes to me. He goes, "Well, he's about. Well, they look shorter than you, kind of chubby, bald
Does he
head."
have dreads or not?
And I'm like, and it's like, yeah, it's about right. I'm like, black, yellow, green, red. What does he look like?
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah, yeah.
black guy. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, I'm looking for a chubby black guy with a bald head.
Yeah.
Great. Anybody.
Downtown Savannah.
And so the other couple comes in. I'm like, sweet, they're all here. I get the order. Oh, hold on. He's proposing to her.
Oh, no.
On the anniversary of his parents.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He proposed to his now fiance.
That's beautiful.
Not the most beautiful of places to do it, but I get it. That's cool. It was beautiful. It's sweet.
So they've been married for 5 years now, I guess.
Yeah. So they celebrated with, they're married for 5 years again. Thank you. Hey. So they celebrated with, we'll have 2 sweet teas. At least they ordered them at the same time. And I'm like, look, I don't like these people now because they're taking forever to get there. It's like 45 minutes is a long time.
Sure.
And I want to get out of there.
The couple that proposed were the people that you were waiting to get there?
Yes.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm like, we got to get the order in, y'all, whatever. I'm getting it moving. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make myself happy by being nice to them. So I went and got 2 little half glasses of champagne, and I set it down. And I'm like, cheers, y'all. They're cheers. They're taking pictures of every damn thing. Whatever. That's fine. Do your thing. I come back and well, how's everything going? And here's your apps. The food will be out in like 5 minutes. And Jamaican 44th anniversary lady goes, hey, I can barely understand what she's saying. And I finally realized that I'm going to make the 12-year-old kid translate for me.
Yeah.
And because he's not doing much better. And they kept telling me it was their anniversary. And I'm like, I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. You're alive still. And she goes, they just got engaged. They need champagne. I'm like, oh, I gave him some. She goes, oh, thank you. And she gets up to hug me.
Yeah.
And then she gets emotional and has to leave the table. So I'm like, okay, she's sweet. And
We're back. We're back. I love
she's
you
sweet,
guys.
old man sweet.
Yeah.
The son without a girlfriend, we'll get to why later, is watching the 3 kids whose parents are at the table that were not engaged as the other couple. They get their food. They eat. 2 of the 3 kids go, hey, can we get to-go boxes? 2 of them, they're all siblings, have the same meal. So I'm assuming they're going to put all of that into one box. So I bring 2 boxes. They get back.
Don't go assuming. Don't go assuming. Yeah.
There's a box per person on the table now. There's bags. Just do what you got to do here, guys.
Because just kids in general, they don't want their shit mixing at all.
So they box up their stuff. They write their names on it. And the kids, all 3 of them, dip. 15 minutes goes by, and I clear all of their plates. Are we done here? Yep, we're done here. We're all done here. I clear everything. 5 minutes later, the kids reappear. Where did my food go? I'm not able when this happens, but he asks them, where does food go? And so they come back, and the guy who doesn't have a girlfriend is like, hey, you threw that kid's food away. And I was like, he's been gone for 20 minutes, man. Like, I mean, I had to get rid of it. He's like,
I thought they put it in to-go boxes.
no, he's the one that didn't box his, because you said, kids don't want their food touched.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry. And I was like, look, I'll get you something else. And the guy's like, he wants the same thing. I'm like, he can talk. I was like, and the kid goes, I'm fine. He goes, I've eaten so much of it anyways. He goes, I'm fine. We're going to get ice cream. I'm good. Man goes, no, get him another one. I'm like, sir, that takes 25 minutes to cook. We're not doing that.
Also, the kid is the voice of reason here?
Yeah. So I'm like, I'll be right back. And I go in the back. I am now pissed because I should be off work by now.
Fuck that. Yeah.
I'm mad. I tried so hard with them, and now I'm just all the running around for a very low amount of money has got me irritated. I come in the kitchen and I throw a fucking fork at the goddamn dish where the fork's going. It bounces off, hits the new dishwasher in the leg. Who I've been cool with all that. I'm like, and I slam the go box down, and the line cook's like, hey. I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm not like this normally. And like, it's like that's fine, man. Sorry, I'm just pissed off. I was like, look, can you just fill this box with French fries? Just fill it with French fries. And Ben's like, sure. So he just loads it with fries. I put like 3 different sauces and to-go boxes there. Like, here you go. This is full of French fries for you. Fresh made French fries. Kid's like, thanks. That's all I need. Thank God. And the other guy's still not happy about it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, look, I don't care.
Shit,
we're tabbing out.
That's all I need.
There's 10 of them. There's a gratuity. It's time to go. We're going to get the car. I'm like, please don't drive the car down here. Just get the elevator to where
We don't need another 45-minute wait.
So I have done everything I have to do to leave except for clean up this damn table. I'm about to offer somebody $10 to do it so I can go home.
Oh, so like all your side work's done?
I'm done. I'm just looking at them.
Wow.
And it's just the couple and then the guy and the douchey guy. So they leave. I reset the table. I leave 5, maybe 10 minutes later. I go upstairs and I'm getting in my piece of shit Honda and I hear honk honk. Thank you so much for everything. It was amazing. It was the couple that got engaged.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Thank you so much. You're awesome. We love this so much. And in the back seat is 44th anniversary couple waving, smiling at me, and I'm like,
oh man,
you guys.
that's a redemption.
But that one guy still sucks. Fuck that one guy.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, you saw that it was like, all right, sweet parents. The kids are just like, hey, I'm fine. If the kid has to go, no, I'm actually fine. I ate a lot.
Yeah.
What does that say about the psyche of the older
They've
brother?
been through this before at some point. The McDonald's.
Oh, of course. Yeah. That's
somewhere.
like a default setting. He's like, I've learned. So I started yesterday with what I thought would be a Darren or a Karen. I got to work. And it is, Saturday. It is blazing hot. It always is, whatever. I get to work, and the guy that works before me on Saturdays, I got to do a lot of stuff when I get there right away. Mm-hmm. And while I'm doing all this stuff like stocking and shit like that, he's trying to get out of there, but he hasn't counted his money yet. Like, when I'm in a hurry to leave somewhere, I go ahead and get all my ticket sales in order. Yeah. I do all the stuff so that, like, and I stock, so when the next person comes in,
I can just go.
I can just roll.
Here, with him,
you ain't got to, here, I'm going to leave this person with you, whatever. So I get there, I'm a little bit stressed out, and the guy who left me, he goes, hey, I'm giving you the round, which is, the round part of the bar outside. I go, okay. All of a sudden, he's gone. So I look over, I was like, hey, guys, just let me know if y'all need anything or whatever. And it's like 2 old guys and 2 old old women. I was about to say 2 old whites. I mean, they were all whites, but
Gals.
2 old white men, 2 old white women. So the guy turns, I'm starting to get set up. I've almost caught my breath, and I'm starting to get set up, and the guy goes, so-and-so, can we get, what does the so-and-so taste like? I'm like, it's an IPA, whatever. I'm like, he's like, well, what do you have that's in this, that's like cold? What's the coldest thing you got? I'm like, we have everything in ice. I'm already getting frustrated with this guy. So then he goes, oh, it's cool, man. Just give me a Budweiser or whatever. So I give it to him. I hear him turn to the other people and go, Mr. Personality over here. I was like,
Now, hold on. Sometimes.
I can be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
But I was just like, bro, I literally just walked in the door and you're already like, and the thing was, they've drank like,
They've had a chance to ask for the coldest thing in here.
that's what I'm saying. They've had 3 different things themselves. Each of them have. So I was like, you know what?
And it's slam, too.
And it's like, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let that bother me. It's too early for me to get, in a bad mood like this. So cut to like 30 minutes later, I've completely quit paying attention to them. I don't care about them anymore. I don't care if they tip me or not, whatever. So they go to check out and they leave. The people that were sitting right in front of me where the sun was coming down, they wanted to move over there to the round part because it's cooler over there. They're like, do you mind if we move over there? I was like, no, go do it. They walked over there. I walked around to go clean it off and bust it. And they're like, stay right there. I know you're busy. And they dumped all the shit off, right? And they made their own place and they sat over there very happily. They were amazing. Up walks a group. Latina lady, probably like mid 40s, early 40s. Her daughter's wife, which I found out it was her daughter's wife. And then her son and her son's girlfriend. The son and the son's girlfriend were probably 16 to 18 years old. The wife and the wife were probably late 20s, something like that. And they go, hey, there's not any tables. Do you mind if we all just sit right? It's in the afternoon. They're under 21. I was like, no, please. You guys seem cool. Please sit down.
Yeah.
Take up space. I'll serve drinks around you, but yeah, please take up the space so no jerk-offs sit here. So they come up, they're like, well, I think we just want to get a couple pizzas, and you want a Coke and a Sprite and a Coke? Yeah. So all this, they're pretty much ready. She goes, do you have Modelo? I said, we have Negro. She goes, perfect, that's my favorite. Would you like a lime? Yes, boom. 2 pizzas, go into the oven, come back out. Where are you guys from? Oh, we're on a day trip. I was like, oh, what, South Carolina? No, Atlanta.
What?
That's a turn and burn, babe.
So I wish they knew you. My buddy Kelly, he's the king of the turn and burn.
But see, Atlanta on a holiday weekend to Savannah, a 5-6 hour drive to Tybee.
Yeah.
Is a 6 hour drive.
Absolutely.
I go, that's a long drive. She goes 3 hours. I was like, I wouldn't want to be in that car.
There's no way.
They got to be between here and Macon. Or
I was
going to
say they must live in South Atlanta. Well, here's the thing. So they go.
And did they hit the clock when they get out of town county?
They had planned on going to Helen, which I guess is above Atlanta.
Yeah.
They get there. They go, listen, we're going somewhere. Just be here at 9 a.m. wherever they live in Atlanta. They got there and they go, surprise, we're not going to Helen. We're going to Tybee because the mother used to live in Savannah. So the daughter surprised her with, we're going to Tybee.
Nice.
So they came down. I was like, what a turn. And they sat there for probably like 2.5 hours. And I was like, no one is getting y'all seats. Y'all, you are my people. And
then they drove back to Atlanta.
I guess, yeah. The only the mom was drinking the Negro Modelos.
Yeah.
The rest were drinking water, Sprites, and Cokes. And they never got past 3/4 of the way.
You even let pour grenadine in your ice well?
That happened yesterday. So I was not letting them get down past like 3/4 of it. And at the end, they were like, we're tapping out with this beautiful man, and he's getting 100% tip because I was like, listen, guys, you kind of did something for me.
But they tipped you 100% though?
Yeah. I was like, you did something for me that is worth more than money. You know what I mean? Like, you took up space.
Yeah.
And didn't let douchebag. And all the kids were just so. The girlfriend of the young son, she was like, I just don't want to make you get water until I get my food. I was like, let me make you some water. She's like, no, I'm fine.
That's the coldest thing we have here is water,
It's like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I was just like, what a redemption.
What an amiable couple.
And I was like, you're lucky you got down here with the cone situation and the traffic situation. And somehow they just skated right in.
Got good real estate.
Great real estate.
Didn't have to deal with Mike.
Yeah.
Which is like a fine dining length experience.
Yeah. So, they were not Karens. Man, I love this family. So, speaking along the lines of the grenadine thing, which you mentioned, remember the 2 kids that I talked about that don't spill shit?
Yes.
So Hockey Joe was up there, right? And the 2 kids that don't spill shit came up. And Hockey Joe was like, "You're not touching that grenadine, are you?" He didn't know it was them. And I was like, "No, those are the kids I was talking about that are polite and nice. One of them's Chuna's daughter."
Oh, damn.
So yeah, it was like, it was all so much positivity for what could have.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Ruins your night.
I was in the best mood on that night 5 years ago. Like the best mood all night long. Like it was remarked on by other employees. Like, you're in a great mood today. I was like, I am in a great mood today. I'm in a great mood today.
Are you on drugs?
Yeah, not yet. But when I get out of here, I'm going to get so high,
man.
I can't walk backwards.
I'm going to be in a hotel called the Alamo on the other side of the bridge.
Speaking of the drugs, my drug dog's hey, looking for me.
Well, happy 4th of July, Clint. Happy 4th of July, Kelly. Happy 4th of July to all you guys.
To all you guys.
America.
Happy 4th of July to Dooley. I hope your dog does okay during the fireworks.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that man.
when he gets back to the house, he's going to hear him. He's going to be going.
So why'd you take him over to your dad's?
Because they don't allow fireworks in the neighborhood for the most part. Like, they'll do it tomorrow night. That's it.
Why would? Did they really have fireworks tonight?
I live in Battery Point, bro. There's fireworks every night.
I thought you meant just
Battery Point.
I thought you just meant bullets.
No, people shoot fireworks. People started shooting fireworks on Thursday.
Oh, you didn't explain.
When I got home from work Thursday night, there was people shooting fireworks outside.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Kate, our friend Kate, you married her to her husband. Someone was making blowtorches in front of their house last night at like 9:30.
Oh wow.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, happy 4th to everyone. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'd like to thank you for your continued support on Patreon. If you want to join Patreon, here, let me just really quick. What you do is you give us $5 or $10, and we do an extra podcast like every 2 weeks. That's pretty much what you get, except you get in the inner circle.
Yeah. We talk about it's pretty fun. I mean, we Patreon last week. It was good.
And it was good, I think.
And we're gonna Patreon
Next week. Yeah, why not? And
Patreon all over again.
no,
Next week's gonna be
we're
real
gonna
tough.
Patreon and
Sunday fun day with Smoot next Sunday.
Oh yeah. Also, like we said, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram. And we love you. Happy 4th. See y'all next week.